These are the Ironsmith Lighting Halogen Transformer product line. Here we have the 60 watt, 80 watt, and 150 watt. These are all made for halogen type lights and not recommended for LEDs. The 60 watt, 80 watt, and 150 all follow a pretty consistent wiring setup, the black and white wires. These are all the input voltage. So this is where you would connect these wires to your power source that come into the transformer, and then the transformer would then turn it into 12 that is produced on these red wires. Both of these, the 60 and the 80, have a 20 watt minimum load requirement, and this one here has a 150, well, this one's a 150 and has a 50 watt minimum load requirement. What that means is if you connect this transformer to your power source, you connect these to your fixture, which is connected to a socket, and then you were to connect your light bulb to the 12 volt side. If this output side has no load, your voltage meter is going to read 0, maybe 1 voltage output. As soon as you hit the minimum load requirement of 20 watts for this one, 20 watts for this one, or 50 watts for this one, then you'll see 12 volts being produced on this side. And while this one is a 60 and this one is an 80, they both have the same minimum load requirements. They are recommended for different applications, and it really depends on how much space you have to work with in your fixture. So as you can see, this one's a little bit longer. This is the 80 watt, this is the 60 watt, a little bit smaller. And then this one here is the 150 watt, and it has a center hole. So this one is usually used in like canopies. It has a metal plate at the bottom for added, just being a little bit more rugged. It's a pretty heavy unit, and it has these mounting ears on the side, just in case you'd want to use those instead of the center hole. And while this one here, our 60 watt transformer, can power a fixture that needs 60 watt worth of bulb at all times, generally it is recommended to not push your transformer to 100% of capacity 100% of the time, because the components are going to be worn out a little bit faster. Yes, it is going to work perfectly, but imagine this transformer working for years, year after year, and the components inside of here are being pushed to 100% of their capacity for those years. Whenever you have a 60 watt load on a transformer, if you can manage to use this halogen 80 watt transformer instead, you will be able to still use this transformer to power a 60 watt version of your fixture, and not push all of the components here to 100%, which will actually increase longevity of the transformer and maintenance on your fixture. So this one will work, like I said, 100% for 60 watts, no problem. This one up to 150 watt. Because of the minimum load requirements for this one and this one being 20 watts, that means that you can power up any fixture from 20 watts all the way up to 60 watts, and from 20 watts all the way to 80 watts with this one. So that gives you a lot of versatility. You want to use 60, 75, 80 watts, no problem. And this one here, 50 watt minimum load requirements, same concept. You connect this one here to your input voltage. It goes in, produces a 12 volt on this side, but only if you apply 50 watt minimum load. So you would have to put your halogen light bulb there, or light bulbs, totaling at least 50 watts. And that means that you can power up any fixture from 50, 60, 75, 105, all the way up to 150 with that one. So these give you a lot of versatility, and they're highly rated, really popular, and super versatile. We do not recommend using these with LED boards or bulbs, because these are specifically producing 12 volt AC. A lot of LED bulbs and boards use DC, either constant current or constant voltage, which Ironsmith lighting products does offer, but these are not recommended. They will many times power an LED bulb or board, but because you're dealing with circuit boards and circuitry that is so much more sensitive, it is recommended to always go with an LED driver that provides consistent and exact voltage for your application. Thanks.